we'll come back for the bonus segment here. We need to get that slot machine sounder for the bonus segment. We'll go with that. Thursday night, Steelers-Browns coming up here in about 24 hours from now. I'm super hopeful that Nick Chubb does well. I'm not counting on it.
Who's your bust-up player?
I'm going to go with Najee Harris.
Okay, and your bust?
Amari Cooper.
Okay, and your pick?
Browns.
Okay. Tobin?
Browns are going to the Super Bowl this week. Not really the Super Bowl, but they're going to win this week. I think Brissett is going to have a bust-out week. I think the play action is going to be his friend this week, and I think Trubisky is going to be the flop. I think Steelers on a short week, that's going to be a tough one.
I too am taking the Browns. My bust-up player is going to be David Ball, the wide receiver for the Browns. I think he's going to make an appearance and probably get 4 catches for right around 50 to 60 yards.
And that's a bust out for you?
That's a bust out for me, yeah.
For a dude I've never heard of, sure, that's a bust out.
That's not a wide receiver 1.
No, he's a wide receiver 2 probably. Wide receiver 3 in most leagues, if he's even in most leagues at this point in time. I think this is going to be his bust-out game where he shows what he's got out there as a wide receiver. My bust is going to be the Pittsburgh defense. I think the Browns are going to put up 30, 35 points and just run all over them.
Okay.
Wow, you think they're going to cover the over-under on themselves almost? Okay.
I think the Browns' offense is just going to go out there and just be substantially good.
Okay.
Sunday night, first game, Broncos versus the 49ers. Tobin, who you taking?
I got to go with the Niners. They're going to smoke the Broncos. They're terrible. I think we talked about it in the rain segment. My bust out's going to be Ayuk. I don't know that it's really a surprise. The bust, I'm going to go with Jerry Jeudy if he plays. They don't seem to be connecting. I think he's not connecting the most of anybody.
For me, 49ers are going to win the game. Ayuk's going to be the bust out. The bust is going to be Russ again. Russ is not going to put up good numbers again. Russ is going to be at best a QB2 after this week. Tom?
I'm going to go the exact same thing that Doc went with. I think that's exactly what happens. I think Ayuk's going to blow up. I'm taking the 49ers. I do not trust the Broncos against anybody besides the absolute bottom feeders. I tweeted the first week on Monday night, I like to cordially invite the Broncos to last place in the AFC West. That's where they're going to be after this game.
Okay. Monday night game, Cowboys versus the Giants. I'll go first since we're kind of doing the round. Well, I think the Giants are going to win the game. My breakout player is going to be Saquon. I think Saquon is going to put up probably 120 and 2. My bust player is going to be CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb at this point in time got all the talent in the world, got nobody to throw the ball to him, got nobody to protect the person throwing the ball to him. He's going to have issues. Tom?
Well, I'm going to go with the Giants to win.
Don't you hate the Giants?
I hate the Giants. I hate them so much. I hate their uniforms. I hate their players. I hate their owner. I hate New York, period.
Wow. A lot of vitriol coming from Tommy, isn't there?
I just hate.
And who's going to be your busted player of the week?
My busted player will still be Danny Can't Throw a Dimes.
And your bust out?
My bust out will be Saquon. I don't see how he doesn't go berserk against Dallas.
Hey, Tobin?
I'm going to go against you guys here. I'm going to take the Cowboys on the road. My bust out player over there is going to be Tony Pollard. I think Cooper Rush loves him as a safety valve. My busted player, yeah, it's got to be Danny Dimes. That Dallas defense is the only thing they've really got going for them. And I think Danny Dimes is going to be on his backside a lot.
Okay, Tom, Bills, Dolphins.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Bills. I just think they're so good. Even if Gabriel Davis doesn't play, I think they can still win this game, but I think it's really close in Miami.
Okay, busted player.
I'm going to say Tyreek Hill is the busted.
And your bust out.
I'm going to go with Josh Allen. That's very boring. but they're only going to win this if he has a really good game.
Okay, Tobin, who you going with?
I got to take the Bills, even on the road. I agree. It's Josh Allen. I mean, they're going to go as far as he carries them. I think the busted player is going to be Tua. I think that pass rush and the defense of the Bills is going to cause some problems for him. We'll see.
Yep. I too am going to choose the Bills, even though part of me wants the Dolphins to win. Really do want the Dolphins to win. Just can't tell you why. My busted player, Tyreek Hill, no doubt about it. That defense is going to blanket him, cover him all over the field as he goes along. My bust out player of the game, Josh Allen's got to be the guy. As much as I hate to say it, Josh Allen's got to be the guy. Okay, Tobin, Packers versus the Bucks.
I'm going to go with the Bucks simply because it's at home. I think if this was in Green Bay, I'd probably lean that way. I'm going to go there. I think Fournette's going to bust out, and I think it's the whole Packers receiving core that's going to be busted.
Okay, Tom.
I'm going to take the Bucks because the Packers and Aaron Rodgers specifically does not play well in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take Raj to be the busted player because he just does not play well down there. The bust out, I'm going to go with playoff Lenny. I think that he is going to probably eat up the Packers.
Yeah, I too am taking the Bucks. I too am taking Fournette, and I too am saying the busted player is going to be A-Raj because A-Raj does not play well down there, like you said, and he didn't get nobody to throw the ball to. And the Bucks defense is dominant at this point in time. The next game is Rams versus Cardinals.
I've also heard that it's potentially going to rain.
It's Florida. It's potentially going to rain no matter where you're
every day at 3:30, Tom.
Yeah. Rams versus the Cardinals. Part of me wants to say it's going to be a tie. I don't think either one of these teams is going to deserve to win the game. I think it's going to be an ugly game to watch. But I'm going to go with the Cardinals because they're playing at home. I think the busted player of the game is going to be Matt Stafford. I think the bust out's going to be Kyler. Tom?
Yeah, I think I'll echo that the busted player is probably going to be Matt Stafford. I do think only because it's in Arizona, I like the Cardinals just a hair better.
Yep. So far, we're on the same page.
But they did put Troy Hill on IR, and I think they put a one of their other corners. That's their nickel corner. I think they put him on IR. So I'm going to say Marquise Scottsdale Brown is going to be the bust out player.
And you're taking the Cardinals, correct?
I am.
Okay, Tobin.
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take the Rams. I think you're going to see Cam Akers continue his upward trend. He's going to be my bust out player. And I think on the busted side, it's going to be whoever starts at running back for the Cardinals, whichever crapshoot that is, whether it's
Williams or Benjamin.
Injured one or injured two.
The cosmic dartboard.
Yeah. Whoever their starting running back is, I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot ball.
Okay, Tobin, Lions, Vikings.
Ah, man.
Who are you taking, AO?
I'm going to take the Lions. I think it's a shootout. I think Goff is my bust out. He's got so many weapons around him. I think he's like a kid in a candy store right now.
Mm-hmm.
Busted. I'm going to go Dalvin Cook. I just didn't see a lot from him this last week, and I don't know. There's something didn't look right.
Yeah, I too am taking the Lions. I think the Lions going into the season, I think I had them at 6 wins. I think I'm severely under that at this point. I mean, I think they're going to have 8 to 9 wins, maybe even 10 at this point in time. Bust out player, man, it's hard not to go with Amon-Ra St. Brown. You know that? Like Tom said, until he gets stopped, got to choose him. My busted player, Kirk Cousins.
Monday Night Hangover.
Well, not only that, but he just never quite rises to the occasion. And this is one of those occasions where the Vikings don't rise. They're going to be 1 or 2, and their Lions are going to be 2 and 1, and they're going to be roaring. The Vikings lose this game, their playoff chances might be over with now. Tom?
I'm going to the Vikings. Captain Kirk, much better at home. The skull chance will be going crazy. Jared Goff's road splits are terrible. over 70% at home, barely 60% on the road. Now, the only, I think, saving grace here is it is indoors. My bust out player is Swift. I think he's going to be the thing that really keeps the Lions in the game. My busted player, I think I'm going to have to go with Jeff Goff. I know we made a point of saying that he's playing so well. He's got great talent around him, but I just think there will be a key mistake in a close game on the road. I'm going to like the Vikings to lose to the Lions in Detroit.
Okay. The Raiders versus the Titans. I'll take this one first. I'm obviously choosing the Titans. Don't ask me why. Yeah, you know why.
Homer.
Yeah. My
Jinx,
bust
you owe
out
me Coke.
player going to be Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry is just going to run all over the Raiders. I think it's not going to be Purdy, the stiff arms he puts on some of those guys as he comes around the corner. My busted player of the game, Josh Jacobs, running back for the Raiders. He's got.
I don't think that'll surprise anybody if he's the bust.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Tom?
I'm going to go Raiders. I do not like the Tennessee secondary. I do not like the Tennessee defensive line without Harold Landry.
I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like.
Yes. I think that I'm going to go with Devontae as my bust out player. I'm going to go with Ryan Tannehill as my busted player.
Okay. Tobin?
I'm going to go Raiders, as much as that pains the Chiefs fan to say. Again, I think I agree with Tommy that the secondary is really suspect over there. I think Derek Carr is going to have a really good game.
We're getting our number one cornerback back this week, so
I'll still take Derek Carr in this one. And on the busted side, I'm going to go with Tannehill. I think he got bruised mentally when he got yanked from Malik Willis. I don't
think he got bruised. I think they pulled him just to get Malik Willis some snaps more than anything else.
I mean, it was over. You may as well.
Yeah,
That's right.
Exactly. And Tobin, Tom, Eagles versus the Commodes.
Oh, I'm going Eagles.
Wow.
After what I saw Monday night, if we can't stop Jeff Goff, we sure as hell don't have an answer for Jalen Hurts.
Okay, your busted player of the game.
Busted. I'll go with Antonio Gibson here. This should be
you trade him away, so now he's worthless. Is that what I hear?
No,
Pretty much.
But he's got to start because Brian Robinson can't play this week or next week.
Correct.
So he's got to start. I don't see how we're going to, if Dalvin Cook can't do better than 38 combined yards, I don't know how Gibson's going to do better. He's not as good as Dalvin Cook.
Your bust out player.
Jalen Hurts. It could be Jalen Hurts. It could be A.J. Brown. It could be Devonta Smith. Hell, it's going to be all three of them. We'll put them all down.
Okay, Tobin?
The Eagles are going to smoke them.
Yeah. Smoke them if you got them.
Smoke them if you got them, and they're going to have a lot of them, I think.
Now, I will say this. If we can get the stands to fall on Jalen Hurts this time,
Are you
we might
engineering?
have a chance.
Are you putting those temporary seats up again?
Okay. First of all, I wanted to put a disclaimer right there. If that happens, we had nothing to do with it. The only person we didn't find out where Tommy is at that
No,
point.
we're gonna need new counsel for the show if that happens. So my bust out in that game, I think it's gonna be Gainwell. I think I liked he got a little bit more love this week. I think they're finding a way to get him the ball. Everybody's focusing on Sanders and AJ Brown. So I'm going Gainwell on the bust out. Busted. I'm gonna go McScorin. I think they're gonna struggle, and I mean they're gonna try to target him, but I think the Eagles are gonna really focus on him.
Okay. I too am taking the Eagles. I don't think there's any doubt the Eagles are going to win this game. It's just a matter by how much. My busted player of the game, McScorin. As much as I hate to say it, I think he's going to have a difficult time. Not because of anything his lack of talent. It's because the Eagles secondary is that good and the Eagles defensive line is that good.
Slay's going to be all over him, and I'm a little surprised that number is only 6.5, to be honest.
My bust out player is going to be Sanders. I think they're going to highlight him at running back to show they got all the weapons so that people can't game plan for one or two aspects of it. Okay, Tobin, Chiefs versus the Colts.
I got to stick with my boys and Pat. You already heard me kind of in the other show talk about who my bust out might be when a little CEH.
CEH, yeah.
I think this is his week to get one, maybe two. Who knows? Maybe the hat trick. Busted. Gosh. I don't trust our defense to stop JT to 9 for 50 something. So I'm gonna go with Matty Ice
As the busted?
as the busted.
Okay, but your bust out's CEH.
CEH is bust out. Matty Ice busted.
Yeah, I'm
Frank
gonna.
Reich is really my busted. I think if this is a 28-point game, he's gone.
Okay, I'm gonna choose the Chiefs, although I'll be pulling for the Colts.
Shocking.
Yeah, difficult to believe, isn't it? My bust out player, Christian Watson. Not Christian Watson.
Justin Watson.
Justin Watson. Yes. Backup tight end. I think he's going to have a very, very good game at this point in time. My busted player of the game, Matty Ice. Matty Ice does not look like Matty Ice of last year. Matty Ice does not look good whatsoever. Tom?
I agree on the busted player. Matt, until further notice, he's the worst. Totally understand why Arizona or Atlanta got rid of him. My bust out player, I'm going to go with JT. I think he's going to do everything he can to stay in this game. It still doesn't matter. Chiefs are going to win.
That one dropped to 5.5. Some more money going the other way.
More money, more money, more money. Okay, Jags versus the Chargers.
Hold on a second. To your point, I think you're right. I think it's a Frank Reich desperation game.
100%. It's circle the wagons.
It's got to be close, or he's in trouble.
Yeah, if it's 2 touchdowns or more, he may be in the unemployment line on Monday.
See,
Or he may get Herm Edwards and met in the end zone.
I think Colts are going to have more patience than that, but who knows?
That division's there to be won. That's the
It
crazy.
is. The crazy thing
You
is
can't wait
that
too
the
long.
team that's in first place is 1-1.
Well,
the
that's because the
team-
whole league was.
But it's
That's
the
because the whole
Jaguars.
division was
Has
winless.
one win.
after.
Yeah, they have one win as a division. Okay, the Jags versus the Chargers. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and take the Chargers.
Wow.
I know,
Bold
huge limb,
call.
huge limb, right?
Bold move, Cotton.
I think the breakout player of the game is going to be Austin Eckler.
Another
And
shocker.
The busted player of the game is going to be James Robinson.
Okay.
Tom?
I'll go second on that one. I've got the Chargers. There's no doubt about this one. I think you're bust out. Yeah, it's hard not to see Eckler going nuts in this game. Busted, I think, is going to be Spicoli. I think that pass rush is going to be a different level than what, he didn't really get threatened last week. He looked really comfortable. This week, pass rush is a whole different game. Just ask Patty.
Mm-hmm. Tom?
I'll go ahead and go with the Chargers here. I'm going to say that my bust out is going to be Mike Williams again. I think he's going to
Back to back?
put up.
That's unprecedented.
Back Jack.
That's unprecedented for him to have back to back big
I
games.
think he's going to have a back-to-back big game here. My bust is going to be Spicoli. It's going to be Trevor Lawrence. I think they are going to put some serious heat on this guy. I think James Robinson still is okay. I think if you got him, you're starting him. Like we said earlier, if he's going to score a touchdown a week, you got to start him.
Okay, Tom, Ravens versus the Patriots.
I got to go with the Ravens. I think they'll have something up their sleeves for Lamar. So I don't think Lamar goes off like he did last week. This is probably one of those 150 of each games with one touchdown on each side for Lamar. So he's going to be my bust out. My bust is going to be Mac Jones.
Okay. Tobin?
I got to go with the Ravens on this one. Bust out. I think this might be the Bateman game. I think this might be where he's just got so much speed, and I think that's going to help him there. Busted. Gosh, which Pat's wide receiver can I pick?
All of them.
I'm going to go. I think Devontae Parker. I mean, has there even been a sighting yet this year?
No.
No.
So until he does, I think that's where he's got to be.
And Jacoby Myers was going for, I think, an MRI today.
I, too, am taking the Ravens. My bust-out player is going to be J.K. Dobbins. I think they're going to feature him as the back. My busted player is pick a Patriot, any Patriot.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be any Patriot do anything at all during this game.
Dobbins did practice in full today for the first time on Wednesday.
Okay, next one is Bengals versus the Jets. I'm taking the Bengals. My bust-out player is going to be Jamar Chase. My busted player is going to be Flacco. Tom?
I'll go with the Bengals. I'll go with Burrow as my bust out and go with Flacco as my busted.
Okay. Tobin?
I'm going to stay with the Bengals. I think it's Joe Mixon's day. I think on the Jet side, it's got to be Flacco.
Although I do expect Breece Hall to have a good game.
I hope he does.
Okay.
I mean, local kid.
Tom, Saints versus the Panthers.
I'm going to go with the Saints. The Panthers to me just seem not good. I don't know if Kamara's back or not. I don't think it matters. I'll go with the bust out is Michael Thomas. I think he's going to eat up the Panthers defense. The busted player, I'll go with CMC here.
Okay. Tobin?
I got the Saints. Bust out. I think it's going to be Landry. I think there's going to be a lot of focus on Thomas. I think Landry's going to have the pop up, and I think Baker's going to be the bust.
Okay, I'm taking the Panthers. My bust out's going to be Baker. I think this is a game he actually shows that he can put a team on his back and carry it. My busted player is going to be Jameis Winston. He's going to revert back to form and throw 31 interceptions and 30 touchdowns and become the best show on TV.
Close to the South, so you think he's going for the crab legs, huh?
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, Texans versus the Bears, Tobin.
Oof, do we have to pick this one?
Unfortunately, yes. You can't pick a tie.
I can't pick a tie.
You can.
That's like picking zeros at the roulette wheel, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to go with the Bears simply because they're at home. I think David Montgomery's the only weapon they have right now that I could even remotely trust. And I think the rookie's going to be the bust this week on the other side, Pierce. I think he's going to have some tough sledding. I mean, they've got new grass there, but it's still not good.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Texans. My bust out player is going to be Davis Mills. I think he's going to put together a good game. My busted player is going to be David Montgomery. I think this is the game he goes down in and gets injured and has niggled for the rest of the season. Tom?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Bears. My bust out is going to be Justin Fields. I just don't think the Texans defense is going to put up enough of a test. I think he'll run around, throw the ball around. My bust is going to be Davis Mills. He's just not good.
Okay. Tom, the last game, Seahawks versus the Falcons, the Battle of the Birds.
Again, who cares?
Oh, God.
Wow. I don't disagree.
Might be better to go to the dentist without Novocaine than watch this one.
Jeez. I guess I'm going to take the Falcons.
Okay.
My bust out player will be Pitts. They don't have an answer for that guy. And I don't think the Seahawks can stop him. My busted player will be, I'm going to put DK Metcalf on my busted player.
Wow.
Okay.
I like it.
Tobin?
I too am going to go with the Falcons. I think my boy Drake London's going to show out, even though nobody's going to be watching. I think on the busted side, I'm going to go with Tyler Lockett. I don't disagree that DK is ripe for this one too. I think that whole passing game suspect with Geno.
Yeah, Lockett had a big game last week, 9 for 107. I don't think it duplicates.
Yeah. I too am taking the Falcons. Can't figure out why, but I'm going to take them. My bust out player is going to be Pitts. My busted player going to be Rashad Penny.
Pete Carroll, Seattle fans.
The only thing I can tell you about
12th
Seattle,
man.
Anybody who has to watch this game,
that it is so damn loud in there.
Yep. Even when they suck, it's loud.
It's amazing how loud it is. My head hurt coming out of there. So,
okay, so we'll total those together and get them sent to Tobin and Tom so that we can be posted on the Facebook page.
Yep.
And we'll go over winnings and stuff next year. So Tom, anything else?
I think that's it. Thanks for listening to the bonus segment. Peace out.